from the great state of Texas. You are now listening to Skip the Noise Podcast, a Rounded Edge media production. Thank you so much for joining us. And by us, of course, I'm referring to Rick, aka the Brown Python, Ben, aka Mexican Nostradamus, and myself, yours truly, Benji, aka the Harris County Cooler King, here for another fantastic episode. Shout out to Mike Tacklebox for the music. And what we have here this evening is quite a bit different than the normal affairs. We have since the summer of 2020, we've put out an episode every single week, and we take a lot of pride in the streak, so to speak. But this week we just weren't able to record. So what I have planned for you this evening is a compilation, so to speak, picked, curated to some degree, random to some degree. Nonetheless, we've got a very impressive back catalog, I feel, of entertainment. We bring you the news, we bring you political commentary, world news, geopolitics, what's going on, our personal opinions, our stories, our anecdotes that all lead in and build into this audio magic that we present to the world on a weekly basis. So what I've done is selected some segments from some past episodes, and you will be listening to clips from episode 12, Glowing Orange Hook Blade of the Postal Oppressor, some clips from episode 28, Lizard People Leadership Conference, a clip from episode 55, What the Fuck Is This? An Oliver Twist Middle Word Soliloquy. And finally, episode 70, If a Ninja Asks You Where His Family Is, Make Something Up. So please enjoy. Like I said, the dates on these range from, once we started the show in, I think, June or July of 2020 up until now. So the events are not current, but I've noticed the more I go back, it's still fun and entertaining and worth a re-listen. So please enjoy. Once again, apologize that we couldn't put out a regular episode, but I think you'll find this entertaining nonetheless. So without further ado, let's begin. So, Mr. Rick, what's going on with the Postal Service, man?
Yeah, man. So it's a story that it's actually concerning to me because I think a few podcasts ago, Ben and I were discussing the merits of mail-in voting. Mm-hmm. And we've had, two incidences now in the last 30 days where these random dudes just, for some reason, got a bunch of mail and they just dump it. Yeah. We had an incident here in Houston do that too.
Yeah. Well, so the two incident, right? The big one was in California.
Yeah.
Where it was more of so from what I understand, and this don't hold us to 100% accuracy on this, but from what I read, whenever they do pickups like this, sometimes third parties will come and they'll give them the postal bags, right? Like the official U.S. postal bags. They'll bundle it up and then take it to a separate location where it gets processed and sent out to wherever it goes. So anyway, these bags that had been put in U.S. postal official bags ended up
in the dumpster.
Ended up in the dumpster. So they were unaccounted for. Luckily, so here's the thing though. Luckily they were found, right? And they ended up getting processed, albeit with a significant delay, which, you could chalk up as just, hey, that's just another day at the Postal Service, right? I'm constantly, we've this is not a new topic if you're a Skip the Noise listener, right? I've mentioned ad nauseum how I have to go to my neighbor's house and the lady down the street to give her mystery seeds. I go to my neighbor's house every other day for their mail. However, it's a little bit concerning when bundles, like sacks that can be transported or that have to be transported in a rental van or like a bobtail.
A budget van.
Budget. Okay, budget. Yeah, I was looking for the, that's right. That was the company.
Yeah, that was the company.
So anyway, so mail, so how the fuck does mail just go missing like this? And I know we've given a lot of credit to the United States Postal Inspection Service.
I'm down for my USPS.
Hey, I am too, because actually they keep coming up, man. We already brought it up, but we already gave Ben props for pointing out the importance of them, but they've come up recently for several things. But anyway, the point is, so there's that incident, right? I feel like there was actually another one in Houston or the Harris County area about a month ago. But anyway, this most recent one, not that far from where I'm located, a gentleman just simply, this is a little more guerrilla style. This dude just straight up went to a residence or like a neighborhood, a residential neighborhood where they have mailboxes on the street, and just started taking everybody's mail. It looked like from the video footage, looked like he was carrying a baby maybe, which make this a little more weird, but
yeah,
anyway.
Just like he was carrying a baby.
So like, I got time to steal mail, but I don't have time to find a babysitter. I got to do this shit. Dude, I'm balancing. It's COVID's going on, dude. I got to steal mail. I don't have time for babysitting. Ain't nobody trying to watch my kid.
He can't cash checks or anything. No one sends checks to the mail anymore.
Oh, hold on.
So here, yeah, I do have a couple things on that. Well, one, let me say this. I think as much as trouble I have with mail in my neighborhood, we have a rural mailbox, like at the end of the block, with separate, separate boxes where you have to open up with a key.
Okay.
So mine has a specific slot. You have to open it with a key. If you get a larger package, there'll be a key in your smaller slot that you open up the larger container. Or I mean the larger. Yeah, dude, it does, man. I'm getting all fired up.
So that's how that works. Okay.
Say it slowly.
So I think that's kind of starting to be a more common thing because of identity theft. Before we started recording this, I was telling Rick about back in the apartment days, my wife and I, we used to move all the time. We would move almost every year because the way you do it is if you're an apartment dweller, especially if you're in the Houston area where, there's all kinds of different, they all run these specials, right? So if you sign up, if you're a new resident, you get the discounted rate. And then after a year, it goes back up to the normal. So you can bounce around if you're willing to just pack up all your shit every year, every calendar year, you can get the discounted rate every damn where you go. So that's what I did for about an 11-year period. I probably lived in about 12 different apartments.
Yes, you did.
And that's not even mentioning the prior. We can get into that another time with my when me and my father were roommates for about 3 years. That's even more of an adventure. But I'm sure at some point down the road we'll get into that. But my point is, one of the places that I sort of frequented, kind of middle West timer, if you will, between 610 and the Beltway. If you're familiar with Houston, the specific zip code was actually on 2020. Now this is probably about 10, 15 years ago. So I don't know if this is an accurate statement currently, but for an amount of time, that the particular zip code that I lived in was the identity theft capital of the United States of America. And partly because the way identity fell, or at least at the time, I know now more stuff is online. A lot of people would just go around. So all these apartments that you can just, yes, maybe they have security gates for the cars, but you can walk up, right? And you can go through a little gate and walk right into the courtyard or what have you. So in a transient type of area where people are moving every 6 months or a year, you tend to get in your apartment mail slot, mail from whoever the hell lived there right before you got the apartment. And normally what you do, since you don't give a shit about their mail, you just put it right up on the top. Yep. So there was a whole movement of freaks that would just come through and just, whatever the hell's up there, I'm going to grab all of it. I can spend all my day doing that. And if I find one piece of mail that I can utilize for a fraud, so be it. My day was well spent. So that's what people would do. And this happened all over. It was rampant in this particular area. So anyway, my guess is Mr. Mail Thief, the recent one that just got busted. Not only that, but he stole a car.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was on a rampage. He was going for it on this very evening. But I think
dog with him too.
The bigger point, he probably did. The bigger point is
probably had a MAGA hat on.
Yeah, what's going? So this is more chalked up to just like some drunk asshole
is what I guess. But the bigger thefts, because there was one in Harris County, I feel like a couple months ago. We never mentioned it on the show, but I think we were talking about it. We were like bundled, like a whole truck got pulled over, and they found
yeah, that's right,
fucking bags of mail up in it. So
I remember that.
dude, what dude?
Well,
Help
here's
us
the
out,
deal.
guys. Like, Skip the Noise listeners, what the fuck? If you've got some inside info on what kind of organized mail theft fraud, where's Kevin Costner when you need him, man? The fucking postman just come run shit.
Postman.
Fucking postman.
Now, I had an experience too with the Postal Service one time. So we were waiting on a few checks to come in from several customers. And we had noticed the mail hadn't showed up in about a week. We didn't get any mail for a whole week, man. In a business. That's impossible.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
It is. Man, so we called the office. I was just down the street. We were like, hey, we spoke to the postmaster guy. We're like, hey, we haven't received our mail in a week, man. Is it over there? Do you guys have it somewhere? He's like, hold on, let me check. I'll have someone drop it off right now. And we're like, oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess we do have mail. So then this dude shows up. He's not dressed in any kind of postal service uniform. He's got some dirty pants, a long, dirty shirt. Like, it looks like he was panhandling down the street. I mean, he looks just like that. He shows up pissed off, knocks on our door like super hard, like really hard. Like, I got your mail.
No,
Yeah, he just goes, I got your mail. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? So we open the door because we have a lock on it. He just goes, he walks into our lobby. He just like slams it on the floor. He goes, he just slams it on the floor. He takes off. And this was big stack of mail with a bunch of checks. I mean, that's where all of our mail had gone for a whole week. Who was he? I don't know. He wasn't wearing a tag. He was dirty looking. I mean, he looked like he hadn't taken a shower or changed his clothes in a week. I don't know how the postmaster guy knew this guy either.
Oh, judgmental, right?
Oh, wow.
No, man, I'm judging.
Yeah, you are.
This guy held my money, man, for a whole week. Anyway.
He's probably one of those assholes in line at fucking Olive Garden up here.
I don't know, man. Anyway, the point is, I was going to say, I don't know how someone can support universal mail-in ballots, considering these stories happen all the time.
Well,
Okay.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead, Ben.
Okay. Let's pump the brakes. Okay. Couple of assholes stealing checks. I have been the victim of mail fraud.
Oh my God, you're the victim now.
I was a victim. Right. No, I really was. Yes, always the liberals, the victims of the society's crimes and pain. Yes. I feel the blade of the oppressor. But straight up. So here I was sending a check. Right, this is many years ago. It was back like 2009. So I sent a check out in the mail, but all of a sudden, I was going to my bank account and I realized, wait, hold on a second. I didn't write a check for $536. I didn't do that. And this is the crazy thing. They took my check. And so I saw a picture of the check. I had written to whoever, right? $52.38. They had the technology or whatever to clean the whole bottom half of the check except for my signature and write in the amount. And it looked like I had done it. And this is back in 2009. So, to answer, what can they do? They can do some wild shit when it comes to like mail fraud and for stealing. So
you got very bubbly handwriting too, if I remember.
I do.
He does. Yeah, he actually
very
does.
Loopy. It's very loopy.
It's pretty loopy.
It's kind of,
oh man, I don't know.
It's a take on my, gothic and just
maybe someone's daughter had a
finding myself. Maybe it's like a kind of a backwards. Yeah, it's a lot of problems going on. But anyway, it probably has to do with all the things I've done in my life. But nonetheless, they jacked me in the mail. So yeah, dude, I feel you. Right. This is a problem, but. Is this really a problem for voting?
Yeah.
Is it really, though?
Yes.
How? One day, November 3rd, there will be a lot of, before that, actually, I'm sorry, a couple of weeks before November 3rd, with early voting, mail-in voting, there'll be an increase. What is the value in stealing those letters? Because typically criminals want to react and steal things that are valuable, right?
Yes, but somebody with a political agenda can go to, Benjamin's apartment complex and
Oh,
take
shit.
take people's who used to live there ballots and fill them out and send them in.
Okay.
And they're all voting for Biden.
But the problem is, no, they're typically voted for Trump. But the problem is okay, what organized, like, company's going to do this? Right. Who's going to do this?
Your local communist chapter, man.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, I see a whole bunch of right-wing militia guys busting down shit, changing everything to Trump rules. That's how they're going to vote. Trump rules. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Voting for him.
That's fine. Dude, but even if it's
that's Trump, how they're going to vote. That's how they're going to vote in red crayon. Make America great again. Yeah. I mean, dude.
No, man.
This is a minimal thing. Okay, let's say there is some voter fraud, which I'm not even going to concede, because in the, I don't know, fucking 280 something years this country's been around, voter fraud has never really been a problem. Even in the most corrupt, even if we were talking about Boss Tweedy, the political machine occurring in New York in the turn of the 19th century, the actual beginnings of political machines, right? Voter fraud was never a problem. Even in a true political machine, they even talked about the fact that they never fake votes. They just brought their people to vote. They encouraged the vote. They used the unions, etc.
It was organized.
Even organized crime didn't falsify the vote. They just brought people to vote. Right? So, and they had mail-in voting. And cheating back then was way easier. But they weren't even able to cross that boundary. It would have been easier for them to have done that versus, if you ever look at, and this is awesome, there's in the 1900s, early 1900s, the political machine in New York, there's a novel written by a person who was one of the political, like basically one of the kind of lieutenants for Boss Tweed, who was a mayor at that point in time. And he had a whole ledger where he wrote down, like, had to talk to Jim, District 9, make sure that he had food for the week, had to do this, had to do that. That's how they characteristically moved across and developed a political machine. So these guys are busting their ass when they could have just stolen shit. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't believe that there's really even a problem with voter fraud. I don't think that that's a real issue. I think it's a way that the Republicans, not trying to call them out, because the Democrats would do it too, but they're trying to suppress voters, just like gerrymandering has done, and just like voter IDs and licenses. Anything that's an impediment to voting is what they do.
But you're saying sending out ballots randomly to people at different addresses, unprovoked, unsolicited, isn't going to dilute the vote?
Well, what do you mean dilute the vote? That okay?
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
Like,
I'll explain it.
Reference the term of dilute the vote.
Yeah, I'll explain it. So you're saying that, okay, let's just say I get a ballot, okay, and I moved apartment, and I just, people just leave my ballot right there on the top.
Right.
What's to stop some organization from going around these apartments or going around these houses that are abandoned, picking up ballots that nobody asked for, filling them out and sending them in?
Well, quite a few things. Because when you have you ever filled out a mail-in ballot?
No, I haven't.
Right. So they do ask for information about who you are, right? And it's a felony if you fill it out incorrectly. So how many times have you jumped on the freeway and just went 145 miles an hour?
Plenty of times. I've never been caught.
Okay. Exactly. Bullshit, because I know you. How many times have you, I don't know, went into a bank and filled out the wrong paperwork so you can get a bigger loan?
That's a federal
offense. You could do that, right?
Yeah.
Federal offense, right? It's a fucking felony. A federal felony.
Yeah, but going into a bank filling out application is different.
Hold on. No, it's not.
It's
not, because it's the same thing. So people are terrified of that concept. So
there's no accountability. I can be anonymous Joe filling out applications, going to my
Anonymous.
go into my local mailbox and putting it in there.
No,
Who's gonna catch me?
everyone will because
No.
because the one thing about democracy that is the strongest root is the invincibility or the perceivability that the system itself that dictates who we are and what we do as Americans, that our voice counts, is always protected.
How
Right.
in this case?
And
how?
so but mail-in voting has been around since when?
Absentee voting, mail-in voting are two different things.
No. But nonetheless, how long has it been around?
Absentee voting?
Absentee voting and mail-in voting. How long has it been around?
Christmas and everybody's home and everybody's chilling. There was a little bit about it, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of I mean, there's stories, right? There's stories coming out, and but it doesn't seem to be taking up a good chunk of
at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how long it took to hit CNN that morning?
People are kind of over it, and it's like, what the
it
fuck?
Took
like,
it's just another fucking shit for 2020, man.
Yeah.
It took forever for it to hit CNN front page. Like it took 3 hours, 4 hours. It took a minute, man, because I kept checking. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, someone else has to report this." I found it on Reddit first because I was up.
And they do it
morning
on the lowest,
6.
on the slowest news day in the
very weird
year. Yeah, Christmas morning. Who's on their phones on Christmas morning? Nobody.
Well, I was.
Yeah, I know you were
looking up instructions on how to put shit together. Yeah, that was me, asshole,
for sure.
Yeah, fucking hanging. I had hanging TVs, making sure Windows was installed right on that PC. Yeah, I was on my fucking phone, fuckhead, for a minute. Yeah, look, I cannot tell you how many YouTube videos.
Nice.
Like
you mentioned that maybe MIB or Men in Black could have been doing this. Paul Brennan did.
Yeah,
nice tie-in.
Yeah, man. See,
you are a pro. I'm telling you, Rick's a pro at this.
So yeah. So
keywords in what you're saying.
If you didn't hear about this, former director of the CIA. So this is not like some hack. This is not some fucking lunatic. This is a individual who had a very high clearance.
This is a fucking good fellow, right?
This is. Yeah, you do not get to be the director of the fucking CIA with having some, you know what I mean? Some clearance. This is, let me read you now. So the big hoopla is like, oh, what did his quote mean? And what is this thing? Let me read you what the fuck this dude said.
He said, there are aliens out there that coming to visit us.
Oh, hold on.
Boom.
Hold on. Let me just go straight up.
He said boom at the end.
Yeah, he probably did. So I think it was a big part of a bigger thing, but let me just to give you a gist of what he said recently. It was on a show, Conversations with Tyler. I'm not familiar with it. I probably should be, but I don't. I work in
Conversation with Tyler Perry.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
Medea.
Honestly, I want that show to exist. If that doesn't exist now. Fuck, let's make that shit happen. I don't know what fucking Tyler, dude. I go to work, I come home, I record Skip the Noise fucking podcast once a week, and other than that. So here's what John Brennan said. He said, life is defined in many different ways. I think it's a bit presumptuous and arrogant for us to believe that there's no other life form anywhere in the entire universe. Hear, hear. But I think some of the phenomena we are going to be seeing continues to be unexplained and might, in fact, be some type of phenomenon that is the result of something we don't yet understand that could involve some type of activity that some might say constitutes a different form of life. There you have it. So you don't say that You don't throw out statements like that, especially if you're a gentleman of his bearing his credentials lightly. Okay. So I don't want to read into it too much. This is definitely not proof that there's fucking aliens. But what it is proof of is that we've now had in the year 2020, we've had several major, there was the Harry Reid statement, right? There was, even though a couple weeks ago we kind of mocked and we ended up kind of chopping him up and making a mockery of the Israel defense. Whatever. We never decided what his actual position was, but he's a big boy. Allegedly.
And what about my alien sighting? You know,
that too.
Don't worry, got probed in the ass, or that was a dude.
Well, that wasn't aliens, bro.
That wasn't aliens, dude. That was just a fun weekend.
Hey,
bro.
Before we started recording, Rick, I thought we agreed that for the sake of Ben, we weren't going to talk about that.
Hey,
oh shit, dude, I'm sorry.
Look, they told me they need to find out how far it was from my ass to the back of my teeth. That's what they told me. So I thought it was a science experiment for the aliens. Okay, so excuse me.
For sure.
I'm
for the
trying
record,
to. They told me that if I didn't do it, they were going to invade our world and kill everyone. So, thank you. The world can thank me for saving that.
That explains a bucket of KY in the background there, huh?
Bucket of KY, shit, dude. All the ice on my asshole still.
Wow.
Fucking ice. At least they gave you ice.
Not really. I had to buy my own ice. But continuing on, yeah, I mean. Dude, we've had some big announcements about aliens this year. I mean, and then tag that along with the Navy pilot shit that happened earlier in the year. You know, whenever the Navy basically said, you know, and then they said, basically, yeah, we don't know what the fuck this is. It's not human. It's probably from another world. We've had some, dude. Are we inching even closer to disclosure? What do y'all think?
Nah, I don't know, man. What I'm wondering is, why don't other governments disclose this? You know, why doesn't Russia or China come out and say, yeah, there's aliens? You know, we got the same data the CIA does. Because, you know, if there's other life out there and they're coming to visit us, okay, fine, I get it. The U.S. government does have information on that, but why don't other foreign governments do?
I think they do, bro. I think they do, but I think
is it like a universal?
Well, I think everyone's gonna have to play the game differently because you gotta remember those are more. As much as anyone wants to say, those are more authoritarian governments. So the threat, the real existential threat to government is aliens. Think about it.
For real, you can't hide that.
No, you know
what I mean? Like there's no political spin on fucking aliens, right?
Here, great example. You're in church and you're praying to God. But then you know, to a God that you have to have faith to believe in that doesn't, you know, whatever. I mean, and I believe in God, so but you have faith. But also, what happens if another God shows up and says, "I'm God. I don't know who you're praying to, but I'm God." It totally invalidates any state because whoever the alien is now the leader because they're gonna fuck you up. They traveled from another star. So I think other governments would be more inclined to try to suppress it until it is ultimately, you know,
undeniable.
There's nothing else you can do. Undeniable. So they're going to keep suppressing it because once they admit it, it's game over. They have no legitimacy. No government has legitimacy once we find out that there's things that make us look like ants.
Yeah, I don't know. You think so? Okay, all right. I can see where you're
that's my thought process. It could be, and it could also be that maybe they like Americans better. I mean, we've had a good luck streak. I mean, you know, we whooped some ass in a lot of wars. We've come up with a lot of technology. The transistor, that particular technology exploded here in the United States. I mean, there's a lot of technological fronts that also we came up with shit to do.
Like touchscreens.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything. I mean, think about it. The transistor itself, the microchip. I mean, we were fucking using vacuum tubes. And now all of a sudden we got fucking like, you know, 1 trillion vacuum tubes in one microchip. So I don't know. Maybe they gave us the leg up. Maybe that's why we're like, well, maybe we've already sold our souls to them. Who knows? But either fucking way, it's going down because who are you gonna listen to? The alien overlords, or are you gonna listen to fucking Trump?
Trump. I'd listen to Trump. I'd be like, hey, Trump, the aliens are wanting me to go over there. Should I go? Yeah, go. Okay, sure.
Is this before or after they hit you with their fucking death ray? I don't know, man. I think that's why that's my little opinion about why those particular authoritarian governments would not really want to talk about disclosure until they have to. Because
imagine like aliens show up and it's like the biblical description of an angel, with their little rings and the eyes all around it, and
the wheel, like Ezekiel's wheel.
Yeah,
Ezekiel's wheel. Oh yeah, bro, it could be
Ezekiel's wheel with the eyes around it and the feathers coming out. And what if that's a fucking alien, dude? Like, I'm like,
fuck, dude. That's what I'm telling you. So think about these motherfuckers roll up. What are we gonna do? What is your government gonna tell you to make you feel safe?
No, they can't say anything.
Exactly. So they lose all legitimacy because the alien overlord's going to be like, look, seriously, if we want to, we can step on you and you're dead. You guys are a bunch of fucking primates. You have nothing that can stop us because we're so far ahead of you. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
I would try to pull the Independence Day card with Jeff Goldblum, like try to put a virus in the computer with my old Mac.
No, it's not going to work. They're going to be like, really? You're going to hit us with a rudimentary computer virus? That was the dumbest premise. Fucking aliens are going to get hacked. Okay.
Yeah, man. We're going to hack into their system, which we've only known for like a month. And put in a rudimentary computer virus because they don't have McAfee. You know that shit.
Nah, bro. We're gonna get what's it called? We're gonna get done up like they did in. Have you ever read Douglas Adams' book? No. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe.
There was a movie about that.
Yeah. Movies. The movie was decent. I mean, it was good try, but the books are amazing. And so, the beginning, what's his name gets saved. The main protagonist gets saved because the universe is building a new freeway. The main galactic federation is building a new freeway and Earth's in the way. So they're going to destroy it. So they basically said, they put out loudspeakers and say, hey guys, we're really sorry about this, but you're in the way. So we're going to have to destroy your planet. But thank you for participating. And guess what? The universe is going to run smoother. That's what's probably going to happen.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Dude, you gotta read the books. The books are fantastic. They're so fucking good. But yeah, I mean, I think to me, I think we lose, the government loses all legitimacy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's maybe 2021 it'll happen. I mean, we got a bunch of shit coming down the pipeline already. We got Nostradamus.
Let's do around the horn. Yeah. Let's do around the horn real quick before we take a break.
Should we? Okay, round the horn before we take a break.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, it's super easy.
We got like 2 minutes.
Yes or no? Aliens in 2021. B.
Man, I'm just gonna go bold. I'm gonna say, fuck yeah, by March. I think we know before spring break. Confirmation.
Nice.
Of other life forms. I can't see. It's building. I mean, I've been a UFO nut for a long time, kind of on the side. Right. I mean, I don't belong. I don't have a card. I'm not a fucking.
I do.
You're not talking to MUFON.
I'm not a MUFON member or whatever the fuck. All this shit. But it's something I've been.
MUFON member.
MUFON, yeah, that's a whole nother. I don't want to get into that organization. You heard about that shit? Like last year, the director got busted for like child porn. I don't know. Yeah. It's fucked up. So fuck them. fuck them hardcore.
Yeah, you got to read your membership card for them.
First, no, I don't want anyone. I don't want any part of that. But I followed, you know what I mean? Whether it be back in the day, fucking all the way from like Art Bell to, podcasts and shit and just read an article. I've been, I have my finger on the pulse of the whole UFO movement and all that shit for a very long time. So it's something that I'm always kind of interested in on the side. But so that being said, for fucking decades, bro, like disclosure, always fucking, you know what I mean? What's his name? Like Stephen Bassett. There's all these guys.
Tom DeLonge. All these motherfuckers.
Yeah. There's all these. Okay, so it's always this thing. Like it's always like it's all built up, and there's always like these one more little evidence and shit. It's gonna pop, and it never does. Now, 2020, more so than any other year, has had people with undisputable credibility come out and not beat around the bush, making these statements, leading myself, astronaut commander Ben. Now, mind you, I've been to space. Okay.
Okay.
I've been in the galactic regions. I've partaken in that culture and that lifestyle up in the stars. So I know a thing or two about all that.
You've rolled the catalogue, right?
Hey,
From Dune?
Brother, I have, yeah. I mean, all the way from,
dude, I'm such a nerd. Jesus, I cannot believe I brought that up. The catalogue. Jeez.
Yeah, dude, my watch is set to like parsecs and shit. I don't even go like
nice.
So anyway, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, brother. Like, it's distance. I'm just talking shit at this point, but I've been to space. So so that being said,
my watch is
I already know what it is. So I'm just making that bold prediction that to me, it's building up towards there's just too many credible sources shedding light on this, and fucking something's gonna pop, dude. 2021. I think if you're thinking 2021 is gonna be the relief for this fucked up year, I don't think that's happening. That's what I'll say on record for sure. Is that if you think that's the case, if you think you're gonna let your guard down and it's all going back to normal, dude, go fuck yourself. 2021, just be ready. Stay in the same mindset. You got to stay alert. You got to stay in that same, that you reach that higher vibration. Shout out to the Conscious Experience podcast. Big ups to them. You got to stay in that higher vibration level, brother, because shit's going to get even fucking, I honestly, I hate to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think shit's going to even get fucking crazier in 2021. How about that? So I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I remember 2019 was a bad year for a lot of people. Personally, 2019 was just a bad year. And people thought, okay, 2020 is going to come out better. It's going to be fine. Nah, dude, it just got worse. It just got worse for everybody. Now, 2021, it's not going to get any better. It's just not. I don't know. This may just go on until 2025. And
okay, before you fuckheads like start handing out the razor blades,
yeah,
is it gonna? Are we gonna see fucking aliens in 2021?
Yeah, we are.
Yes or no?
Dude, two for two.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm not gonna be the negative Nancy on this one.
I think it's gonna be like that Cochrane guy from Star Trek. We're all going to be, post-apocalyptic war, just waiting for shit to happen. And then the fucking Vulcans land in the middle of Montana.
Fucking right.
And that's it, We're in Star Trek now. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, I'm not negative Nancy, guys. I think I'm seeing it too, guys. I think we're going to have disclosure.
What month?
2021.
Betting?
Month.
If we're a betting man, we're going to go.
Probably June.
I'm calling it September. You know why? Because September is a fucking month of everything.
That's both of our birthdays.
Mexican independence.
Oh boy.
Both our birthdays.
Oh boy.
It's happening. It's happening. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So yeah, I'm saying it. I'm sorry. You know what, guys? This is the first time all three of us have agreed
on something.
Yeah.
So get ready. Hey, buckle up, buckle up, buttercups. We're gonna see some fucking green men in 2021,
and we're gonna be here to report on it. So you can at least look forward to that.
Is that before or after the death ray hits us all? You guys are handing out razor blades and shit right now. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna.
You know what though? It does, but it doesn't suck if you're. That was well. I mean, it's gonna suck if you're dead. You won't be a part of it anymore. My point is like, quit expecting the relief package, bro.
Yeah.
Like, quit expecting the vaccine to save your ass. Quit expecting. Just accept that we took a turn. We've opened up a Pandora's box. There's no putting the shit back in. Mm-mm. Life is what it is. It's going to get bumpy. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to adapt and deal with the new way of living in post 2020 Earth, bro. Because we're Earthlings. That's what we all are. It's like a science fiction term, but it's true. We have to live on this planet. We have to live on it together. And if that means, you know what I mean? wearing a mask when you go out in public to fucking wear the mask, bro. I mean, we're not reducing it to mask. I like to throw that little shout out there because I still think it's funny when people are like, "Hey, fuck a mask."
Oh my god!
I fucking hate that shit, man.
Masks aren't going away. Fuck, we're gonna have to keep doing that shit forever. That's not gonna end until 2050 when everybody's
We're
already
all
dead.
gonna be mask sluts. We just gotta get over.
Just
it.
get the Gucci mask, get the Louis Vuitton mask, Dolce and Gabbana. You know what I'm saying? Just got me some new cologne. Just bought me a new watch. I still got masks for days on that little Port Arthur connection I got, so I don't need masks for shit. So I'm good.
PA2.
I keep watching. That's right.
And with this, as we continue this mindless rambling before this break, Jesus Christ, you motherfuckers are running.
We only went over by about 6 minutes. It's all right. Close it out, B.
We're gonna take a nice little break, guys. So everyone, try not to slit your wrist. Take your Prozac, and we'll be right back. We're going.
All right.
But moving on Houston, from that, since we're going into the party in the back, I was gonna throw in this weird concept I heard, gentlemen. You guys ready to get your minds blown?
Let's do it. Go for it.
And not by our manager. So I got this crazy concept that I heard called space arches, right? And an easy way to explain this, other than going into like a lot of conceptual math and regarding density and time and space and shit. Imagine right now in the air in the
No. Well, yeah. I mean, you notice that the numbers of Catholic Church are going down. The new generation is not going in. It's always kind of like you're indoctrinated to it, and then people leave. Kind of like myself.
Right.
I was indoctrinated to it. I was baptized. I went to church every day when I was a kid, and then I just left. You know, you realize that these are just men. You know, whatever. It's a man-made religion, and God is within yourself. But Boy Scouts of America
and shit.
Boy Scouts of America. That's going to go the way of the Catholic Church. They're going to lose memberships.
They're
going to get sued into oblivion.
I'm sure they probably
are. They're going to get sued into oblivion. That's for sure.
Well, dude, $850 million settlement. That's pretty damn close to being sued into oblivion, but they're somehow keeping open. That's the crazy part. Like you didn't immediately hear them say we're filing bankruptcy also. I think they had done it at some point, but now they're still there. So apparently they still want to continue on. So that it's pretty nuts, man.
Held up. Imagine like the Scouts became a front group for NAMBLA or some shit like that.
Oh my god!
I mean, why not? Why not?
Oh my!
Maybe it is, dude. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. Ever seen South Park?
Like it.
Very well. Yeah. No. Okay.
It's on that episode.
Yeah. I don't know, but if I had a son, I mean, could you imagine just how? And this has been a pretty egregious, right? If you had a son in the Scouts, right? And like, you know how many kids probably went to their parents and told them, "Oh, hey, I'm Bobby McMatterson, my den lead or whatever."
Bobby,
I like the name, right?
Yeah, I love the name.
He's like,
sounds like a fucking toolbox.
Exactly. Well, yeah, bro. Who else is gonna do this? He's like copping a fill on me, or wants me to like do push-ups in front of him naked. Like, how many parents just basically shot that down? Like they never.
Like, you're making it up.
You're a shitty kid. There's no way Bobby McMasterson would ever do anything. He's taking his time out, No
way, man.
But
okay,
first off, like,
as a parent,
horrible
I would never let my son go into the woods with another grown man. Okay, that's just me.
Well, right. But this is a different time, though. This is a different time versus back then. Well,
No,
God,
no, no,
remember
no.
back then that was people did that more. There was
There's
more of a village
yeah,
mentality.
It is, man. You're right. That's a good way to put it, because there was more of a like a trust, man, like with your neighbors and with
Yeah, I can see that.
bro.
gotta
I
agree with
mean,
that.
just in art, like, I mean, from when I was a kid, dude, I remember like we trusted. You had block parties and shit. Like you knew your neighbors. Like they were a
Right,
part.
exactly.
You had keys, bro. We had keys to my neighbor's house. Like straight up, like in case something happened or whatever. Like that's fucking unheard of. Dude, I wouldn't get. I like my neighbors,
No.
dude. I really like my neighbors, but none of them are getting keys, man. I'm sorry. It's
Yep.
just different. You know?
I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah, we
That's-
straight.
it's a
I
different
just thought of
mentality.
that. I
Yeah,
just
totally
thought of that. It was
different
crazy.
mentality.
I just remember we had key because sometimes like they'd go out of town, we'd fucking just let ourselves in and like take care of their fucking fish tank or whatever the fuck, you know, like whatever we were doing. But like they just let us, yeah, fucking come in the house, like do whatever. Like
I think I was with you once. You do that a lot,
what?
like some of your neighbors and stuff. Like you remember you had to help. I don't know
Well,
why
I
I got
house
that
sitted
memory in my head. Yeah,
for people and shit.
yeah.
I used
Remember,
to do that a lot.
Yeah,
Dog sit. Yeah, I was like a professional fucking dog sitter for a minute.
you ran that block.
Yeah, I did, man.
Yo, you need
was-
your animal taken.
I almost
care of.
was gonna open up. You know what's fucking hilarious is
Huh.
there was a moment in time where I was very closely considering like opening up a fucking like LLC for that.
Why would you not? That's so.
I don't-
Dude,
I
you know how
just
much
didn't-
money they make?
Yeah, I know. It would have been
Oh
good.
my god, dude! If you so like, let's say you want to board your dog. Totally off topic, but you know it's like usually $35 to $40 a day,
Oh yeah, dude.
I know. No, I know.
Yeah.
at least.
For sure.
At the
I could-
very least, dude. That's money.
I
bro.
missed my
You gotta-
fucking window.
No, dude, you gotta take care of that
Maybe I can
animal,
just do it.
man.
No,
Maybe
just
I can-
open one now.
Yeah.
Call it "Skip the Noise."
Do it.
fucking, like
Yeah.
animal
I'll
sitting.
just add it to
services.
our shit. Yeah.
Exactly. Fuck it, bro. Do you already
Animal
LLC'd it up?
Fucking animal sanctuary. Yeah, that is true. I don't have
The
to.
animal sanctuary. Yeah, you're gonna be a tiger king.
I know. If you see fucking bear with a pistol, smoking meth, like banging two dudes that aren't even.
Whoa,
gay.
hey, what? This is not. What do you think this is? The fucking Boy Scouts of America over here? Hey, you know what I want?
Was that the topic we were on?
Yeah, no shit, right? Hey, one more thing before we switch gears. Talk to another unfortunate piece of bullshit out of the news.
Yeah.
No, but before I do that, you know what? I really want real bad, man. I really want a goat. I think that would be fucking dope to have a goat.
Well,
Like,
you know, if you
in
have
the
a big
backyard.
yard, yeah, if you have a big yard,
I have a pretty
work.
decent sized yard.
Oh boy,
Dude, they would
I
eat the
kinda wanna
grass and
go.
everything.
You want a goat?
And did you know that if you have a goat in your backyard, you can claim that as a agriculture? So
no, you have to
get
be
charged-
within. You have to be within certain jurisdictions. Or like
Hey
zip
man,
codes.
you know what?
Calm
I'm sure.
down.
I'm sure
We're
that's
not-
the case. But
all
you
of a
think
sudden,
that-
half our listeners have goats in their backyards trying to claim tax exemptions, and we're getting hate mail because they're like, "Oh, I listen to Rick, and I got a goat, and he,
know what?
he,
Fucking if
he
it-
ate
if it
my
doesn't-
fucking neighbor, and
if it doesn't
and
work, eat
guess
it.
What? I
Eat
still
the
pay
damn thing.
taxes. I still pay taxes. Thanks, Rick.
you guys like cabrito? It's really good. Come on, just eat that shit, man.
You see someone in Bel Air like
It
trying to
is.
claim farm exemption status because he has a fucking goat. in his
Nice.
backyard.
Nice.
Oh my god!
It's got one of those
Anyways.
little mini horses. But anyway,
I would
so I don't know if I mean, I guess the Olympics still exists. We've talked about it on the show a couple of times. My interest level in the Olympics at this point is almost fucking zero. But
yeah.
this was a bullshit story. So American track and field phenom, Sha'Carri Richardson was very, very heavily favored. I mean, she's the fastest fucking woman on the planet. So obviously heavily favored to win gold in every fucking variation of running fast you could probably think of. Relay, 100, 200, I don't know what else she runs. I'm imagining probably 100, 200, 100 relay. You know, fucking, she's fast as fuck. Fastest woman on the planet. It's going to miss the Olympics, right? Because of suspension due to testing positive for marijuana. Something that grows on the, once we went, you know, we've talked about this many times. It's fucking bullshit that this is still a, what's the word? Suspendable offense.
Dude, it's like it's for
sports?
marijuana. It's not for like a steroid. It's
Not
not for
steroids.
performance.
No, just straight
enhancement.
marijuana. Just straight marijuana. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
else.
like it's not she was doping up like Lance Armstrong or anything. I mean, she was just smoking weed.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's the
She-
biggest bullshit.
She had a rough day.
She sat on the couch, smoked a doobie,
Well,
and chilled the fuck out. That's it. That's
Did
all
you
she
hear
did.
why she smoked it? Like the reason why?
Peer
Her mother had
pressure,
just
white
recently,
supremacy.
Because she's a
her
human.
her mother had just recently passed away.
Oh damn. Oh yeah.
So
dude.
she was just coping. She going through. Imagine this. Your parent passes away. You're training. I mean, can you imagine the training regimens that she's going through preparing for the Olympics? I mean, who the hell doesn't smoke a joint getting ready for the Olympics? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not? Can you imagine how amped up you are,
man? Something
preparing
that's like
for that shit.
it's like it's something that's like essential to your well, maybe not. I mean, you can. I'm sure. I guess you can do without it. I'm not saying it's essential. Like
it's like the air you breathe.
No, man. I mean, for some,
it's the
people,
blood
right?
in
But
your veins.
I guess what I'm saying is like it's just it's a overall wellness. Like the fuck, it's not anabolic steroids. Like
right.
And also, and not only that, the intent on it, nobody's smoking or eating or whatever marijuana for the purposes of like, oh, because this is gonna make me faster. Or this is gonna make
yeah, dude.
That's just not the fucking what.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, just because you're high doesn't mean you're lighter, right? So
Yes,
it's
how
not
does
going to
that
help
work?
at all.
How does that
It's
work?
totally ridiculous. It's nonsensical. It's archaic, and it's just stupid.
It's outdated.
You know?
It's based on it's
did
it's
you hear
based
what
on
Biden
ideas.
said?
No, what did Biden say?
So they
I
asked
really
him
don't know.
about it. Yeah. So fucking.
I know what Biden said. He goes. That's what he
Well,
said.
that too. Well, before he did that, then they gave him
peanut
then they
butter
gave him
jelly.
some meth.
Yeah.
Then they gave him some meth, and he's able to handle a conversation. But so after post meth, they ask him, they go, "Hey, what do you think about Sha'Carri Richardson?" He goes, "Well, she broke the rules."
Oh,
damn.
This is coming from
Damn.
someone who said they would legalize marijuana.
Right.
First off,
Oh,
and
he didn't
all
mean it.
this bullshit, right? And they didn't mean it. That whole agenda has completely gone blue. I mean, I know we've seen some stories where they're trying to reintroduce it, but to be honest with you, the conservative judges from the Supreme Court are actually commenting more on marijuana legalization than, the guy, Kamala she was never gonna do it. She's a fucking narc. But Biden now, she should follow the rules. Well, that's kind of shitty, bro. You're the president of the United States, right? You should, this is dumb. It's dumb.
And here's the thing. I mean, to play, you could. I'm sorry to cut you, but like, just quick little thought. It's like you could play devil's advocate and be like, I mean, it's true. Like I guess she broke the rules, like because that was a rule, and I'm sure she knew. So I mean, you make choices, right? But I think the thing that this points out is how fucking stupid it is that weed is a banned substance. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, no, for Biden to say that means he never meant it. I mean, he's not to go off on a tangent here, but he's gone back on a lot of things. Just put it that way. But no, you're right. I mean, she's not doping up. She's cool. I think she's going to be reinstated. Have they reconsidered her?
No, bro, this is done. She's had to accept a 30-day. So basically, they cut her a deal with a 30-day suspension that will allow her to run one event in the Olympics.
What's the penalty for having a dick in a women's sport?
Oh boy! Oh boy!
What's the penalty for that?
I guess it's kind of shaped like a joint, but like I guess that's the tie-in. I guess
can you smoke it? I mean,
joint and dick. Okay, but
you smoke both of them. I guess.
No, I guess so. Pole smoker. But like so. I guess that's the truth, right? It's like, oh, okay, it's if you fucking burn some weed, that's a problem. But if you are a man for 35 years, it's totally cool to compete as a female. That's totally fucking cool.
This is a little fucking stupid.
I mean, fucking shit, dude. I mean, it's like where the archaic and the woke meet. It's like it's almost
and while Rick may have not say it the most Shakespearean, with Shakespearean eloquence.
That was the most not Shakespearean thing I ever
it was
heard.
very Shakespearean.
That shit was like Somali pirate,
no,
like
it was
1996 literature. Like that's how that shit sounded.
I mean, indeed, it was the antithesis of
Dude
such
chick with a dick.
Chick with a dick, and we don't,
I know the name of this episode.
No, that it's not. No, that'll take Apple about 7 days to fucking send it up.
Approve it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've stars on here.
At least fucking Apple will listen to that episode. What? This is really the submission chick with the dick?
So obviously we discussed the controversial subject of transgender athletes, which, hey, not to get on that whole thing again.
There's no consistency, though. There's no consistency.
That's the point. It's
you're releasing a female from her sport for weed, but you're allowing a man to go in there and compete as a female. I don't get it. Where's the justice? Where's the consistency?
Even if, so it would be easy to make a comeback there and say like, oh, it's not a man, it's one. Okay, whatever they identify with now, the history is that as for 35 years, this individual was had male, everything, and that's a significant physical advantage. So,
well, I think
that's cool. They're like, in other words, they're making rules, and you can get into like the units and measurements that kind of prevent this from happening, of like how, because that's really how this happened. Like, to a degree, there were certain rules in place that would kind of what's the word? Maybe like sort of the secondary effect of some of these rules would be what drew the line. Whereas when they expanded those, it allowed for this, I forgot her name now, Laurel something from New Zealand, the weightlifter,
Bebo or something. I forgot.
But either way, more power to this person for, going through changes and doing that. Okay, that's fine. But if you're going to compete in an event where it's presumed that all these competitors are female from birth, and that's kind of what it is, right? Like the sort of the spirit of the rule type of argument is that the reason they divide women and men's sports is a certain presumption of physical capacity, right? A man trained a certain way could potentially reach a higher level of performance than, say, all equal parts, but a female, right? Just because of the different genetical makeups of each sex of the species of humans. So, you know what I mean? Like, but that's completely like, no, let's just override evolution biology and say that, no, it's okay for this. But, oh, you smoked a plant that grows wild in the earth? No, fuck you. 30 days. Like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, that's how absurd that is.
I wonder if, like, I've been male for the last 40 years. So I wonder if I can.
Have you, bro?
I wonder if I can transition and be a UFC fighter in the women's division.
Dude, you still get your ass kicked. Dude, you would get
I know, that's the
shit beaten out of you, bro. You would be so fucked up. Like,
no, man, I think I can win.
Doing fucking flying triangles and just like you would be the YouTube video. Like, everyone's like, oh no,
right?
Well, man, I'd come out on top. I'd be the lead UFC fighter. Get contracts and shit. I can do that.
Dude, no, bro. Moving on. Continuing with your nonsensical sequitur here. Where are we going?
Let's talk Afghanistan.
Fuck yeah, okay.
All right, cool.
Anyway,
much love to Shakar. I think I can become something now. I can just leave this podcast behind, leave this whole life, and just be a UFC fighter in the women's division. Absolutely.
Oh, dude,
that's my new rule. That's my new goal.
Dude, I roll with women daily that could turn you into a pretzel.
Really?
Yeah, they would fuck you up so
right.
bad. I've seen them fuck up men. Like white belts come in, and it's so weird. And this happens some places and doesn't, but some like white belts will see a female with a higher belt and automatically assume, oh, I got this. Easy. But that's the whole point of jiu-jitsu, is to give the smaller person an advantage against the bigger person. You'll see these chicks lock these guys up, and they are significantly weaker. Armbar, choke them out, and it's just crazy, dude.
Really?
So, yeah. No, jiu-jitsu is the equalizer.
We made this my great
Female fighters
Ronda
are
Rousey, my Ronda Rousey analogy, right? Where so somebody who's trained their whole life versus even, myself who, competed in sports. I'm still like, I'm just using the name Ronda Rousey, the biggest name, or any of them, dude. No, not even that. The lowest, not even Ronda Rousey. Probably like a chick in the strawweight division. The fucking, not even the like top chick, just a chick that trains every day, like comes into my backyard and starts cutting my trampoline up and kicking my fronts all over the place. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck? She's probably still fucking me up because she trains fighting, right?
For sure. But moving on. But yeah,
exactly.
But if you take an average of female versus an average male, right? Same weight.
Yeah.
Not one that's super trained, then the dude's gonna win.
Yeah.
But no. A trained female fighter, you're gonna have to step it up because they're gonna fuck you up. Like they're gonna knock you out. And it's just the way it goes. A trained fighter in any aspects always gonna be bigger. But you see that with even littler guys, right? You see a smaller guy that's trained fighting will mess up a way bigger guy.
Dude, there was this viral video going on on Twitter. This UFC fighter just knocked the shit out of this dude at a bar.
Joe Schilling.
Joe Schilling, yeah.
Good Joe Schilling.
Dude, that was fucked
Kurt
up.
Schilling, the fucking pitcher.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And just a little outside.
Yeah.
But anyways, dude, Joe Schilling fucked him up. Fuck it,
so
for real,
fast.
bro. Oh my god, he dropped a combo on him before the dude could even.
He didn't even
it was bad.
Oh, and he didn't know nothing about it, and he was already on his fucking face, like done. Out cold.
That was a setup, though, man.
Yes,
he had to set it up.
That's what I was gonna bring
so.
up. That was the weirdest
so.
video. That looks so unnatural. Like, okay, the guy's kind of like, haha, like the dude. Anytime there's a story in the national news involving ninjas, I think that's kind of a prerequisite for getting on the show.
Fucking yes.
So I want to do something a little bit different. Instead of explain, I'm going to read. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to get through this entire article, but I do. I very much was entertained by this article that I read on NPR's website, written, I guess, by Bill Chappell. Headline reads, a ninja with a sword assailed a U.S. Army Special Operations unit in California.
Oh, boy.
Fuck yeah. So, like I said, dude, I gotta know more. You can't just like real motherfuckers wearing actual ninja shit.
How do you even handle that?
I love it. Let me read. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Please continue. Please.
Here's guys. So Mr. Bill Chappell. Thank you, sir, for this contribution. It seems unlikely, but it did indeed happen. A man wearing full ninja garb attacked members of a U.S. Army Special Operations unit in the middle of the night in a California desert, setting off a scramble for safety and resulting in at least 2 injuries, according to police and other records. The incident occurred a little after 1 a.m. on September 18th when authorities in Ridgecrest, California got word of a sword-wielding man dressed as a ninja on the loose at Inyokern Airport in Kern County, north of Los Angeles. Kern County Sheriff's Departments, and also too, shout out to California. A lot of new listeners over there. So if you're new to the show, or if you're just, you like the show and you've kind of binged on our backlog of episodes, thank you so much. And if you would, reach out. I want to hear what you like about the show, what got you interested. But for the first time in a long time, or ever since the history of the show, Texas, for the month of October, Texas is not our number one state for listenership.
Oh.
California took over. That's pretty huge because this is a pretty Texas-based show. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's kind of a significant thing. So shout out to you guys, whoever's listening in California.
Nicely done.
Very
Thank
well
you,
done.
Callie.
or whoever's a listener there that is sharing it. We appreciate that as well. So I just wanted to give a little, since we're this is a California story. So Kern County Sheriff's deputies found the suspect had assaulted a victim at the scene with a sword and thrown a rock through a hangar window. The fuck? A rock? Bro, are you a ninja or are you a fucking loose cannon with had a few too much meth? Hitting an additional victim in the head, the sheriff's office said on Friday. And like I said, I'm not going to get this, but this is just too entertaining. The attack came without any warning. The victims are members of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, also known, goddamn, this is beautiful, as SOAR, SOAR. It's an aviation unit, SOAR. Fucking love that. How did that work out so nice?
Dude, because it's fucking money.
Whoever came up with that fucking deserves a badge. According to the Stars and Stripes newspaper, isn't that what Matthew Modine wrote for in Full Metal Jacket? Yes.
Stripes.
Hell yeah. Which states that the military personnel were at the airport as part of a training exercises. Oops. Why did you do that to me? Okay.
Oh God.
When was the last time I watched a video online? Fucking every day for the fucking show. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh boy.
So here, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. The ninja did not obey deputies' orders. Police officers located the ninja suspect on the nearby road, but the man refused to show. Hold on. What the fuck? I got to tell exactly what happened. Okay, here we go. A staff sergeant was smoking a cigarette late night near airport hangar when an unknown person wearing a full ninja garb approached him with a question. Oh, he had a question. Do you know who I am? The man asked. The sergeant said, I like this. The sergeant said he did not. Why the fuck would he? Do you know where my family is? The man asked. Dude, like the article completely ignores. This is the best sentence of the entire fucking thing. Whoever this fucking crazy ninja is goes, do you know where my family is? Are you in a fucking mid-80s canon ninja fucking movie on video that you get at the goddamn video store? Do you know where, like, he has a sword and he's asking this random dude smoking his cigarette, where his fucking why the fuck would that guy know where your family is, dude? When the sergeant said he did not know, the person, obviously the wrong answer, the person in the ninja garb began to slash at him with a katana sword, the report states, adding that a sergeant's leg and phone were struck. So the sergeant ran, jumped a fence, and reached a building where he joined others from his company. As he and a captain locked the doors and called 911, the assailant kicked and punched door windows. What the fuck am I reading? According to the report,
this is like some fucking Grand Theft Auto shit, right? Like, dude, we live in a simulation. We got motherfuckers attacking people in ninja outfits, asking, do you know where my family's at?
Bro, he should have just told him, like, yo, fuck yeah, they're in Fresno. Go there.
They're in Fresno.
That was wrong. I don't know. It's just some fucking another awesome California place I've heard of.
Dude, they're in South LA. Yeah, go check them out.
Yeah, they're all down there in fucking
oh my God, dude. First off, what kind of nads would it take, or what type of, actually not nads, but lack of just overall mental awareness than to roll around in a ninja outfit with a sword? What a fucking mind fuck, right?
Well, let's at least give this dude credit. So
he was identified. Pictures of this guy? Do we know what his name
unfortunately
is?
Not. Yes, we know his name, and I'm about to reveal it because, like I said, you can't not. You can't not at least. It is Gino Rivera, 35 years old.
Hold on, Gino. So we definitely know.
We're trying to see if he's got Instagram, or what are we going to follow him?
We will. Gino Rivera.
We're doing Mexican Nostradamus is doing a little research on our boy Gino Rivera.
Our ninja. Oh well, hold on. We. Oh no. Oh well, boy. That went I'm telling you, Bing goes south fast, man. You put in one thing, you start looking, and it's
Do we have the whole?
dude, yeah. Next thing you know, it's like topless chicks. No, I can't. Sword wielding. Hold on. Gina Rivera, sword wielding. I just gotta see how this guy looks. Like, this has got to be awesome.
While you're digging that up, let me just kind of run down how it played out and how he got caught. So police officers, so police were called, obviously. They called 911. They located the ninja suspect on a nearby road, but the man refused to follow commands and brandished the sword at deputies. Oops. The sheriff's office said projectile rounds were used, but were ineffective. The fuck is this guy? Maybe he's on meth, like
you think?
Yeah.
You think he's wearing a fucking ninja outfit with a sword?
But you know what got him?
Huh?
Guess
What?
how they took him down.
Taser.
Yep.
Fucking taser, dude. Tasers are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
They tased his ass, and he did not. He didn't get out of the house on. So yeah, he was tased, taken into custody. And I don't know.
Mr. Gino Rivera.
Can't do that.
I can't find him. Can't track him down. Hold on. I'm gonna see if there's some super sleuths can look for it real quick.
Yeah, if anybody knows anything, do please. If any Skip the Noise listener, especially out there in California, I swear, I hope to God that we have in all our California listenership, some fucking buddy lives in Ridgecrest. It's got some inside info on our ninja. Maybe he went to high school with Gino. Dude, or maybe you got some.
We would love to have him on just to hear his side story.
Oh, do we though? I don't know.
Oh my god!
If he can fucking
dude, I'm looking at pictures of this ninja sword. It's pretty interesting. Like, no, dude, he had like a sheath for it. Like they keep showing this picture of him being arrested. They don't show his face, but they had the ninja sword sheath. Like he had full ninja garb. It was pretty fantastic.
They did say they established that. I'm wondering though. They leave it at that though.
Yeah,
I want to know. Just out of personal curiosity, whether his ninja garb was like how official. In other words, was this Party City ninja garb, or is this like dude lived in Japan and like had some access to some real shit? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was pretty Kung Fu / Bruce Lee / ninja movie obsessed when I was a kid.
True.
I ordered more than one or two things from Inside Kung Fu or Inside Karate magazine. You know what I mean? They had some. Maybe that's where he got that shit.
No, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Or did it say? Was it like from
no
Party City? And did it say ninja on the top? Like
no.
They showed say
him.
ninja.
He had like official like ninja garb.
So it was real shit. But so this guy's maybe done a little training.
They say it though. They say it, but like when they show his picture, he's clearly wearing like tennis shoes and like Morels, like those like kind of outdoor shoes. So it's not like he was wearing the split toe, the split toe ninja shoes and like he's not like
really?
Ryu or Ken.
No, so he didn't even have split toe ninja boots.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not like Ryu or Ken type shit. He definitely had like a mask and like a top on, but he was definitely wearing jeans. He had a scarboard. He had his ninja sword scarboard. That's what they considered it.
Okay, I'm fucking very disappointed. So basically, dude had on a hoodie and like a surgical mask, and they're like, he's a fucking ninja because he had a sword.
Yes. As always,
that bums
me out. Media is fake news. They pumped up the ninja angle. It got you all hard, and in the end, guess what?
It ain't shit.
It's not shit. He had a fucking sword, and to be quite honest with you, after seeing pictures of said ninja sword, it was not very convincing of a ninja sword. It wasn't. It was like a straight katana. Like, it's not like the samurai gangster sword. It was. it was definitely purchased from like one of those swap meets, like the
Yep.
flea market. It
Where
was
you
a
get
flea
butterfly
market
knives and
ninja
shit?
sword. Yes. So it was not a Hattori Hanzo,
Chino.
nor was it a Gino. Just you're slipping, bro. Get your ninja game down. If you're gonna attack special forces, get your ninja game down.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I thought maybe Sho Kusugi came out of retirement, or maybe his son.
Oh, I don't think
His son Cage.
Sonny Shiba. He didn't come out either.
Well, he passed away recently.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking sad. Gangster shit though.
But God damn
but yeah. But another thing, just moving on from our ninja clad friend here. We got another friend here in Texas who's making some waves, and
well done.
All right. Man. We might see ourselves.